again, like I mentioned the call, but towards the end of the show, we're going to come out and we're going to invite some of you to come and dance with us. So if you like the way that Rebecca danced, or Angela will dance later, or I dance, we're going to invite you guys to come out and dance with us. And then we're also going to do a friendship dance afterwards. So also, if we have time, we're going to do a Q&A as well, and then we'll save some time for pictures. What I have here is the native American flute. And this is made up of all natural materials. There's no glue that's holding it together. And how this came to be many, many years ago, they said there was a young man that was in love with a young lady. And this young man had nothing. He had no horses. Said he wasn't a very good hunter. Many times he stayed back at camp during the war party was going out. And but the love that he had for this young lady, he wanted to express himself in this way. So he went to her father and asked for her hand. And the father kind of laughed him off and said, you're not worthy enough for my daughter. Go away, leave me, kind of like that. And so the boy, he went out into the woods to be up with himself, and he had to come up with something. He needed to come up with something. So he asked the Creator, for guidance, understanding. What could I give to this man for the hand of his daughter? While he was sitting out there, this woodpecker came and he sat on the tree. And this woodpecker, they say that our people a long, long time ago, that we could understand nature. We could understand the animals when they talk to us. We could understand and they can understand us. And many times today, when we look around, we don't realize it, but that it still exists. Fall is coming, right? How do we know that fall is coming? By the wind changing, by the cold air, by the trees that tell us that as well, by the changing colors. That's the way our people used to be. Now, with the animals as well, they say that we could communicate like that we could understand one another. While this young man sat out there, this woodpecker sat on the tree and asked him, why are you out here? Why are you out here by yourself? What are you trying to discover? What are you trying to find out? He started to tell this woodpecker about his love for this young lady. And while he was sitting there, this woodpecker started to knock on this tree. And he started to put holes into this branch. And the wind caught it, and it started to make this sound. When he was done, he said, take this branch. He said, make a song. And he said, to put me on the top there, this is what it represents, that woodpecker. Take it and go into the outskirts of that village, play the song. When this young lady hears it, she's going to stand up. She's going to know that this song is for her. If she feels the same way that you do about her, she's going to stand up. She's going to come out and she's going to greet you. And you guys will be together forever. However, if she doesn't feel the same way, she's going to turn her back. And she's going to walk away, and you're going to live that life of loneliness for the rest of your life. This is a very powerful instrument, they say. We don't play around with it. One time, there was fringe that was hanging off of it. At one time, I played this flute for my wife over here. When I was playing it, that fringe, it stood up. At that time, I was young. We were in college. At the time, I was like, uh-oh, what's going on, Well, we've been together for the 30 years now. We have 2 grandchildren now. We have 3 daughters, like my wife was saying. I know the power of this instrument. I know the power that woodpecker gave to this young man. Whenever he learned that, whenever he made the song, he went up to the outskirts and he played the song. Right away, this young girl stood up. She went out and she greeted him. Her father knew that this was something so sacred because he had never heard anything like this before. He knew that this was that young man. When he came out and he seen him standing there, he knew right away that this was something that the Creator had given to this individual. This young man presented the flute to her father and asked for her hand. They were together many, many generations ago, and this is how the story came to our people. The Native American flute. I hope that you enjoy it.